What's going on, YouTube? We're back here again today with another fantasy football mock draft. Today we have the 4th pick in a 12-team full PPR league. And if you guys are enjoying the content, please do leave a like, comment, subscribe, especially if it's helping you out with your fantasy football league. So getting into it, McCaffrey, Taylor, Eckler went 1, 2, and 3, the usual suspects. I think at number 4, Dalvin Cook is who they recommend. Cooper Kupp usually goes here. I actually like Derrick Henry here, but I want to switch it up. I want to grab a wide receiver first. So we're going to get Cooper Kupp, 4th overall pick. He had a crazy season last time around. Let me just come here. Yeah, so Dalvin Cook, Justin Jefferson, Najee Harris, and then Derrick Henry went. So I feel like Cooper Kupp was probably the best pick here. I've been going running back a lot. I think it's time to switch it up. I think I'm going to go wide receiver heavy, and I'm actually going to grab, receiver heavy, and I'm actually going to grab Mark Andrews here with the 2nd pick. He should be in line for a huge season without Marquise Brown. Lamar Jackson has to throw to somebody. Most likely will be Mark Andrews. And Tyreek Hill, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen all went off the board. And I'm actually going to grab Michael Pittman Jr. here. Matt Ryan is one of the better quarterbacks in terms of completion rate, so Michael Pittman is going to get a lot of targets. He's their clear number 1 wide receiver, and he's going to have the opportunity to just ball out. And with the 4th pick, Jalen Waddle, this is the latest I've ever seen Jalen Waddle actually go. No, I think this sounds about right. He might go a little bit later. Kyle Pitts went, Zeke went kind of late. Etienne also goes around this time. T. Higgins is probably going to have another good year. I feel like staying on trend with the wide receivers, since most players are going to draft their wide receivers right now, we can get some steals at running back, like Breece Hall might be a good pick. Let me just see who we have available. Breece Hall, A.J. Dillon, Josh Jacobs, Elijah Mitchell, all pretty good options at the running back position. So I'm actually going to grab Mike Williams here, lock in 3 wide receivers, going heavy on the wide receiver, and look at that, all wide receivers went. So we can actually grab Breece Hall from the Jets, who will get as much of a workload as he can carry. Josh Jacobs, Gibson went for the running backs. Again, a lot of wide receivers went, and we actually got kind of like the upper echelon of wide receivers, and probably the 2nd best tight end in this year. Let's see, a lot of the quarterbacks also went, leaving Tom Brady and Russell Wilson left. I believe I could get them much later on. Let's see, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers 100. Where's Russell Wilson? I kind of want to grab Russell Wilson, 84-ish. Yeah, I could get them much later on. So staying in tune, we could kind of grab another running back. We have A.J. Dillon here. Elijah Mitchell's another good pick. I actually think I'm going to go Elijah Mitchell over A.J. Dillon and Chase Edmonds. And Hilaire. I know Hilaire, they're probably going to split the workload. Kareem Hunt might get traded. So that's another thing to look out for. If he does get traded and gets to be an RB1, he's going to be a hell of a player. But let's go Elijah Mitchell. Now we have our 2 running backs kind of locked in. And pulling back around, there goes Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. I think I'm going to lock in. Wait, Russell Wilson already went. No, I think I'm just going to lock in Russell Wilson right now. I'm pretty confident with my starters right now. 3 wide receivers. We got our tight end. We got our 2 running backs. Let's see, Dak Prescott went right after. A lot more wide receivers coming off the board. But this is kind of like where we're about to shine. Could grab Cordarrelle Patterson from Atlanta. Could go Rashad Penny from Seattle. But he's also in line to split work with Ken Walker. I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to grab, Hopkins went. Did Michael Thomas also go? Yeah, Michael Thomas also went. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and grab, let's take Ramondre Stevenson, I like, but I can get him later. Penny, I'm not too high, but I think if you can manage to get Penny and Ken Walker, which kind of require you to have like pretty close back-to-back picks, That's a pretty good option. So I'm just going to go ahead. I think I'm going to take Kareem Hunt. Again, he's not the starter. But if he does get traded to a team where he ends up starting, he's going to be a hell of a player. So this is more of a risky pick right here. There goes the first defense in the 8th round. Ramondre Stevenson, Corell Patterson, Kadarius Toney, Claypool, Robert Woods all went to. Let's see, we have 3 running backs. Damian Harris was also another good option for the Patriots. I'm not sure how the Damian Harris-Stevenson running back situation is going to play out. Miles Sanders, I'm pretty worried about. He was like invisible last year with the Eagles, and I feel like whenever he did get the ball, like the Eagles did good. So I don't know why they strayed away from it. It was a weird thing. So right here, like I said, we could go ahead with we can't get Rashad Penny, Ken Walker duo, but we could get, let's see, running backs. Where's the cheat sheet? Right here. So Melvin Gordon's still available, not too big. Could go Michael Carter just to kind of save our ass if anything happens to what's his name, Breece Hall. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Just not have to worry about it as much. Where does Michael Carter just go? Actually, maybe I could get him later on. I probably can't. So you know what? I'll grab Michael Carter here just to lock down the Jets running core. Landry, Gage, Rashad Penny goes. Ken Walker went shortly after. Damon Pierce was another person I was thinking of. James Robinson, just in case anything happened to Etienne again. And Naheem Hines, another great handcuff for Jonathan Taylor. In terms of wide receiver, now we have like 2 pretty good running backs right here. Not top tier running backs, of course, but middle of the pack running backs. But we have 4 crazy wide receiver threats. And then we have our we're banking on something to change in the game plan with Kareem Hunt and Michael Carter. But right here, I'm not big on Darrell Henderson, but I'm even less big on Cam Akers. Like, he's like complete do not draft list. I don't even know if he went, actually. Did he get drafted? Cam Akers. I don't know if he did. He definitely had to have, but I didn't see him go. Oh yeah, he did. 3rd round. Not big on him at all. So you know what? I will take Darrell Henderson this time around. I think that'll be it for our kind of handcuff situation. Got 3 pretty good handcuffs. I think I'm gonna grab a wide receiver here, and let's go Devontae Parker. No, you know what? Let's go Rondale Moore. Yeah, without Kirk, well, they got Marquise Brown in return. So you know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's go Bills defense one. I expect to see 1 or 2 more defenses go before. So I think I grab another running back. Let's grab Jamal Williams just in case, again, if anything happens to DeAndre Swift. There goes Buccaneers, Rams defense. And this time around, I think I'm going to take my defense now as well. This time around, I'll go ahead with the Cowboys defense. I talked about them in previous videos. They were the #1 defense last year, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But most of that was because of turnovers. They got a lot of interceptions. Obviously, they won't be able to match that number. And if they do, man, it's going to be crazy defense. But I like Dallas this year. A lot of these top 5-6 defenses or so, they're all pretty good. There could be an argument made for any single one of them going off the board #1. But I always feel like every year in defense, there's like one team somewhere down here that just completely goes off out of nowhere and ends up being a top 5 defense. Let's see, moving on, we're on the clock. We have our quarterback, tight end, wide receivers. I think we should kind of focus in on wide receiver for the last few picks. I mean, these guys really aren't going to play, so maybe not really worth it. I feel like it makes more sense just to get more handcuffs in. Could get any of these wide receivers with the last pick, and I'm fine with any of that. So you know what? I'll grab Mark Ingram here. I think I said this in another video as well. He played with the Saints before. We all know this. Actually played amazing next to Kamara, so maybe we'll see more of those dual back formations. And again, if anything happens to Kamara, Mark Ingram's gonna just slot right in, and he's familiar with the team, so it should be a good setup for him. Marlon Mack, Spiller, Cole, Checo, Williams, and there's the slew of defenses and a kicker. So that means it's our time to get our kicker in. I always end up getting McPherson or Bass, but I also like Carlson from the Raiders this year as well. I feel like with Devontae Adams, they're just going to be way better in the red zone. Darren Waller, Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, pretty good threats down there. So I feel like the Raiders are going to have a great year if Carr can really show out with Devontae Adams being his number one. Daniel Carlson, they're going to get a lot of at least attempts into the red zone, so could lead up to a lot of points for Carlson. So let's go ahead and take him as our kicker. There goes the rest of the kickers and defenses. And here, like I said, with the last pick, we go Robbie Anderson, we go Mecole Hardman, we go Marvin Jones, Van Jefferson, Paris Campbell. You know what? We took Pittman, so in case anything happens to Pittman, actually, I don't believe in Paris Campbell that much. I believed in him last year. I mean, a year or two ago. Thought he was going to break out. He ended up not. But I think we can go Mecole here, just to have a boomer bust kind of threat on our team. Same thing with Robbie Anderson. I think I'm going to go Mecole Hardman here. Round up the rest of the team. Got a B+ grade for this one. Not the greatest. We got Russell Wilson, Breece Hall, Elijah Mitchell, Cooper Kupp, Pittman, Mark Andrews, Mike Williams, Cowboys defense, Carlson, Kareem Hunt, Mike Carter, Henderson, Jamal Williams, Mark Ingram, and Mecole Hardman. One of the big things for this one, straying away from traditional, running back, or running back wide receiver in the beginning, probably hurt our grade a little bit. But I want to try something a little different. The no running back game plan, it is a little popular, especially when everybody's focusing on running backs in the first 2 rounds, and you can manage to get pretty quality running backs that are getting passed up in the later round, in the middle rounds, in the 3rd to 6th round. A lot of running backs get passed up because everyone's drafting their wide receivers, so it's not a bad strategy. I mean, we could see how this team plays out. Overall, I kind of like the team. I really like Michael Pittman. I like Mark Andrews. He's going to have a hell of a year. Cooper Kupp is Cooper Kupp, so there's that. Russell Wilson, I'm not sure how he's going to do with the Broncos. So that could be interesting to see. I never even would have thought we'd see Russell Wilson in anything but a Seahawks jersey. So it's interesting. And we got Breece Hall, Elijah Mitchell, another 2 young guys who could show out as well. So this team has a lot of promise. Not a bad team for the wide receiver, no running back strategy. So that's all for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, especially if it helped you out with your fantasy football team. And I'll see you guys next time.